Have you ever went into the grocery store picking up your eggs and milk? Everything's going just fine until you walk out in the parking lot. Notice somebody's hit your car. Well, today's your lucky day. We're going to show you how to fix your fiberglass or your plastic bumper. So you come out of the grocery store and this is what you're left with, a hole in your bumper. And this bumper today we're working with is fiberglass, but you can also prep plastic pretty much the same way. And what I'm saying, this is not a lost cause. We are going to be able to repair this and not have to replace this whole bumper cover. A few things you're going to need to fix your spot up there is what we got: a little right angle 3-inch grinder, like 36 grit pad, definitely some gloves because that's itchy. Don't need to be breathing that stuff in. So a dust mask, and definitely, last but not least, safety glasses. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to grind the back, grind the front, blow it off, and get this thing ready for fiberglass. Everything you put on, you want it to adhere. If you just put it right over the existing material, it's not going to take. So always rough everything up. We got our work area, grind it down. So now we're going to take a little air and blow it off. Now what we're going to do is get us some cloth, cut it down, mix us up some resin, and start repairing our hole. This is the cloth, which is a lot more workable and friendlier to use. Cut it to whatever you feel fit for your project or your job. This is more for like a backing, or like I said, not much strength. This is called matting. What you can see is a lot heavier, a lot more fibers in it. This here is for strength, and also just like the cloth, big quantity, cut down the size of your repair. This is our resin. Gonna add a little hardener. You had to put this in to help set the resin up, else it'll never dry if you don't put that in. Cheap brush, and then a paint stick, because all these will go in the garbage. For sure, rubber disposable gloves, because you do not want this resin on your skin because it's a bear to get off. Always shake your resin up a little bit, give it a good little shake. And I got these two pieces, so I'm just gonna guess. I ain't gonna act like a scientist. We're gonna just throw a little bit in here. Treat this like Bondo. It's kind of cool out, so add a little squeeze or two to your resin. Then we got our couple pieces of cloth, which we're gonna soak with everything here to apply on the back of the bumper for our repair. I like to saturate the back area with the resin. It kind of helps hold the cloth in place. Don't be stingy with it neither. Careful, like I said, do not get this on your skin. Just make sure you soak this real good. You soak the cloth all the way through. That looks great to me. So now's the fun part. Time to get dirty. This is the only way of doing this. Just do a little dabbing, just check. Make sure there's no air pockets in between the panel and your piece of cloth, and just keep that piece wet. So we're gonna let our fiberglass dry, but while we're on the subject of bumpers, plastic bumpers, prep's kind of the same, but the other options are plastic fillers. You have plastic welders, which actually will weld the seam back together. Hot water, you can sometimes push dents out if you can get behind it. Just don't be discouraged, because most of the time you can fix and not have to replace that, so you will save time and get a little hands-on. So our fiberglass repair is drying. We got pretty good void, so we're going to use this kitty hair, which has fibers, which helps lock this material together. And also, this is good to use because it is water resistant. We got this good and mixed up, so let's go apply this to our bumper. As smooth as you can, because then that's less sanding. So we got us a good coat of our fiberglass filler on here, so we're gonna let it set up. With body filler, you really have to be careful. Try not to get it on your skin. Sometimes it's accidental and it does happen, but you will know, because the chemical reaction of this stuff is heat, and sometimes it gets pretty warm, so be extremely careful. So we got us a piece of 80DA sandpaper, and what we're gonna do is knock down some of the imperfections on our fiberglass for our next application. right here, still a little low. So what we're gonna do, for sure, we're gonna blow this off. You don't blow none of this stuff off, waste of time, because you're gonna have dust in between your next application, which is not gonna let it adhere properly. This is Bondo, which is not water resistant like our fiberglass is, but fiberglass is real porous, so it will have some big pinholes in it. So this will fill any, like the low spot, any pinholes. So this is gonna be our next application. Little tip on DA, when you're on the surface, keep the DA flat as possible. You stand on its edge, you're gonna make more work, pretty much wasting your time fixing your repair. So remember, flat. Then, when you're done DAing, or you think you're done, palm your hand, not your fingertips, and rub over there and see if you feel any low spots, any high spots. We've switched over to 180 DA grit. I want to feather this out a little bit. There's a little bit of an edge because all the painting that's been done is kind of built up. So I'm going to sand past it, so when I wipe my final wipe of glaze, it'll adhere to the panel. The little layers like in the tree, they kind of spread out more. Now it's nice and smooth, so when I wipe my glaze over it, you won't even be able to tell they were even there. This is a final glaze, and what this will do, the high spots and low spots, any imperfections in the panel, this will fill in for our primer coat. Wipe this all the way out here. That's why I sand it past our body work. You leave that little imperfection, you're gonna have to sand it all the way down, which may require you to have to re-skim this whole area again. So get it out while the getting's good. So hopefully this will be our final sand, and then hopefully we can go behind, blow it off, and put some primer on it. We're going to use a little bit of this aerosol high build primer. Usually a couple coats of this and it'll fill in any of your little imperfections like sanding marks or anything. Got our spot primer. Can't even tell there's even a hole here. And the rest of the machine will get prepped for paint. But if there's anything we missed or any questions, please share them with the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe. And if there's anything you need, don't forget to look us up at newmantractor.com. Happy fiberglassing. I was doing a lot of fiberglass work, and when I was leaning into that resin, the fiberglass resin. So I'm sitting there messing around, and that's the same way that fiberglass resin does it. Hot, and I mean, I bolted to the bathroom. Boy, when it starts setting up, I mean, you feel the heat. So we got a couple pieces of cloth cut. If your testosterone's low, do fiberglass work, it'll build it right back up. Hey, you gotta watch what you say around here. God. Hold on, I gotta collect myself because you really are getting on my nerves. Happy place. Okay. I don't even like having these gloves on, but it is what it is. All the tools we're gonna use, we're fixing to get a cup, a brush. We've used scissors. You suck at filming. I'm just saying there's no do-overs. I'm just saying this is, hey, as the Turtle Man says, this is live action. Hold on, guys. You're annoying me already. I just want to know how to stand, though. I mean, that's my problem. I want to be comfy. You gotta watch what you do, Gus, because he's sneaky. Hey, he'll be like, hey, Dad, this is what kind of people we got working here.
I'm a prophet, so I would really appreciate it if you change your tune.
I'm sorry, sir.
Because this is the last time.
Okay.
Hey, I'll be FaceTiming the owner of this company.
My croissant's on the line. I think he needs to go to you. Just set that up on a tripod and I'll just do all this on my own. Gus, I'm trying to get him to go, Gus. I know, we're on our 3rd battery pack.